Hey guys, EST here with another great video about a cool security device that you can build for pretty much under $5 if not free. And I'm always shocked at how many people haven't even heard of this concept, or if they have heard of it a long time ago, they didn't actually take the time to do it. So the concept of a decoy wallet is, someone's, mugging you, they're like, hey, hand over your money, hand over your wallet, whatever, and then they're gonna run off because it's like on the street. This isn't some extended thing. Well, you don't want to hand them your wallet. I mean, that's all your credit cards and all that stuff. I mean, that's a good portion of like the available money you have, so you'd have to know what the sport number is. Remember, if your Visa is really through this company or that company, then you have to go get a new ID without an ID to show, so you'd have to go dig up your birth certificate. Boy, that's a hassle. Multiply it by 10 if you're on vacation somewhere. So, being able to have access to a wallet that looks real, especially if you're traveling, especially if you don't know the area, or especially if you have to walk around in, bad parts of town. Not that crime don't happen in good parts. That's where the people with money walk around. Criminals do travel, trust me. So the idea is, instead of, the answer is no, or, let me grab my cards and my ID first, or here, have the cash, screw you, I'm running away. Yeah, we'll see how that goes if they've already got a weapon out and on you, and if they don't, what are you still doing there? Now see, I say traveling so heavily because I don't know about you guys, but where I live, it's legal to have a concealed carry permit, and I have one, and I have a gun. But I was going to take a trip not too long ago, and I thought, the whole checking a gun thing, and I'm going to be traveling in a group, and I'm not going to be walking at night. It's a pretty good area, and I'm just going to have a decoy wallet instead of a gun. And the TSA allows guns, but they don't allow pepper spray. That's a fun one. I love that. But man, if you're traveling to like Jamaica or Brazil, oh boy, you, first of all, I don't think can walk around with a gun in either of those places. And two, you stand about 105% chance of getting robbed. Okay, the crime's not quite that bad, but it's close. So what you want to do is take a realistic looking, preferably an old wallet, like a retired wallet, one you got rid of due to wear or whatever that was kind of falling apart, because that looks the most real because it is real, or get one at a thrift shop, or I guess find a really bad condition one on eBay, or at least used enough to look kind of folded and kind of, on a 1 second inspection, look like a real wallet that's really been carried by you for a couple years. Then put, 3 to 5 $1 bills in it, maybe a 5 if you're feeling generous. If it's just empty, people are going to be like, okay, he's got his cash in his sock or something, But hey, I mean, I gotta say, 8 $1 bills, all of our money looks about the same color here in the States. That's probably good enough. You want to put some like dummy receipts, because a lot of receipts will have your name on it, but if you just pay cash at the dollar store, it won't. But if you go to a restaurant or put a credit card on there, it might have your first and last name. So just, if you're gonna stuff some decoy dumb stuff in there, don't put like a bank receipt with your bank's address on it. And you don't have to go nuts with it. You don't have to build the George wallet from Seinfeld, if you know what I mean. You ain't gotta pack it with everything ever. And then mine had 3 card slots, so I went and got 3 just dumb card things with my name not on them. My first and last name not on them. I cannot stress that enough. Do not put your first and last name on a wallet that you're about to hand to a criminal. So I think I had like a GameStop card, one of those arcade cards from when I was on vacation. And then, I don't know, some other like rewards card. I don't remember. What you can do if you really want to get dedicated to it is look up, good Lord, you might need a VPN for this, fake credit card on eBay. Okay, movie prop credit card, dummy credit card, sample credit card. Or just go get like a prepaid credit card, put $25 on it, spend it, and then ta-da, you've got a worthless thing that says Visa on it with a real number. That's actually huge. I was going to throw in my depleted one from my tires rebate, but they put my first and last name on it. So watch that. Nothing personally identifiable. So don't like put your old copy of your ID that expired or that you lost and then found later after you replaced it. But also, I wouldn't go shopping around for like a fake ID, even if you're just like, it's for self-defense purposes. Yeah, good luck. So you don't have to go like crazy spy hard, but you just got to go like, this looks like a wallet on, passing inspection. It's good enough for somebody whose heart's beating, who's looking at you looking at the wallet, just be like, okay, bye. Now here's the thing, they're used to a little bit of resistance, confusion, people getting angry, people considering a fight, people just freezing up. So if they got asked 3 times and then you finally hand it over, it's like, clock's ticking, okay, I'm gonna run, because usually it's on a street, they don't know who's coming, they don't know what witnesses, they don't know if the cops are gonna roll around the corner. I've seen videos that happens. So like they'll feel the pressure if anything goes above like 10-15 seconds, but if you hand it over like really super quick, they're like, wait a minute, this guy's like an easy target, compliance, they might look around. If they don't see anyone, they're like, wonder what else I can get off him. Wonder if we could take one of these debit cards, do an ATM with the person to punch in the PIN code. So I'm not saying you should resist or act scared or any of that. What I have heard is the best thing, though, anything involving this could get you injured, so don't take this as like, this guy told me to, and now I'm injured and I'm going to sue him. So in other words, legal disclaimer, this is not a magic 100% get out of mugging free card, but I think it's the best you can do. Fumble with the wallet a little bit while you're getting it out of your pocket, and then kind of drop it, but drop it forwards or to the side so that it's effectively at their side or slightly behind them, but not like, oops, I just, put it 15 feet into the road. Because if it looks like you did it on purpose, they're going to be mad, and a mad criminal might act irrationally. They might take it as an ego challenge, as they say. So if it's, enough to take their attention very slightly off you, and then the second they do, you just start walking away, hands up, back up, so that you give them time to get away, or just bolt. I mean, they've already got the wallet. Why would they shoot you in the back? But then again, I've seen people ask for the wallet, and then right when they're like, okay, it's in my pocket, they shoot you because you're a witness. So I'd prefer if somebody has a gun on me, whether it's a real wallet or not, I'm going to drop it the second their focus goes on the wallet. I'm going to shoot them. It just is what it is. If it's a knife, look, legally, it's pretty much the same thing. Deadly weapon is deadly weapon. But you put me in a knife fight versus a gunfight, I'm going to win 99 times out of 100. Against somebody with no training, okay? I'm far from an expert martial artist, but I know the basics and have practiced them to the point that, I might as well be Neo from the Matrix compared to some malnourished crackhead or something. So would a court be fine? Would the cops be fine if I shot somebody who very clearly had a criminal history and had a knife with their fingerprints on it? Who cares? Would I feel good about it? No. Because I know darn well that there was a pretty effective, though slightly less safe way I could have handled that. So that's why it's kind of the same thing. How they say once you buy a gun, it's kind of like, oh, when you have a hammer, every problem looks like a nail because you're like, I know how to solve this. This could be made to be the proper tool for the situation. You're not wrong. It's just, look, you're waving around a gun like a maniac with your finger inside the trigger guard. You are threatening my life. You got a knife kind of displaying it to me and you're asking for my wallet from 5 feet away. It's very similar to the problem of, well, you have a gun on you and now somebody wants to fist fight. Well, you can't shoot them. 99% of the time, you cannot legally shoot them. And the other 1%, you're going to have to go to court and spend 60 grand plus fighting it. It's probably 100 grand these days. That's an old statistic. But if they've already got their gun out, my hands are empty, and they're focused entirely on me and what my hands are doing, what my hands are grabbing for, if I grab for my gun, I'm getting shot. It's just that simple. If the gun's real and they know how to use it and they don't panic. Also, if they don't have any intention of actually shooting me, if I just refuse, they'll just, run away or punch me in the face, then run because they don't want murder charges because their country will just execute them. Well, now when I'm reaching for a gun, now they feel like their life's threatened and they don't have a choice. So it's a great way to get yourself shot is drawing from the drop, as they call. Like trying to reach for a gun while somebody already has a gun out and on you. You're gonna lose that race. So whether it's your real wallet or a fake wallet, preferably for safety, a fake wallet so you can run without having to retrieve your real wallet, you fumble it, you drop it 4 or 5 feet forward. It's within reaching distance. And then now there's some distance between the two of you, especially if there's a knife. I would take a couple steps back very rapidly while drawing it, have it on him and say, you better run and you better drop that wallet. Well, I guess I don't really care. If it's the decoy wallet, they can run with the wallet. I don't care. I'll buy another one. If it were my real wallet, guess what? Now I want my wallet back. And then we've got a situation. And what if there's somebody around the block watching? What if there's somebody driving around that's their accomplice? I could blindsided. This is bad. You want to break contact, as they say. And if you're not familiar with all these terms and it sounds fancy and they're all new to you, you need to watch some YouTube videos, and I don't mean my channel. I don't cover just self-defense examples because people got that on lockdown, but there's tons of others out there. There's generic cop video stuff, but I think the best is ASP. I've shouted them up before. Active self-protection, they're pretty good. They'll cover all these terms, concepts, say, hey, this person did something right, this person did something wrong, and they're all real videos. I love it. So that's where I got this information from, but hopefully on the surface it makes sense. But in case you didn't get kind of the implied conclusion here, I guess I'll spell it out. So you have your fake wallet, they've got you at knife point or gun point, and you fumble it onto the ground. Oopsies, oh, I'm so nervous, I'm so panicked. And then you just get out of there. Run not away from danger, but to cover, if possible, because away from danger doesn't do anything if it's a gun. To cover or to a safer spot or to a spot with people, that's more valuable. So now they think, oh, he's getting away. Oh, well, that wallet I wanted is already on the ground. Now I'll tell you right now, Brazil, the example I keep using, random citizen on the street, are they going to have more in their wallet or are they going to have more in their cell phone? Even in America, I mean, that stuff's nuts. You get a hold of an iPhone, they're just going to remote lock it or track you or whatever. I mean, you put that in a Faraday cage bag or some kind of foil bag or something, that's it, but most people aren't that smart. Android, if you can, pop off the back, pop out the battery, but a lot of them are sealed right now. So if they're smart enough to use an EM-proof bag and then open it in a EM-proof cage or something, and they got this whole big upline, and most people are just snatch and grab, try and pawn it, power it off, think that's good enough, or just, scrap it for parts or whatever they got to do, because a lot of them are locked with a PIN code. Though in Android, usually you can fully reset it, which, speaking of that, why not have a Decoy phone? Except instead of all your data in it, because it's your old phone in all likelihood, factory reset it. And when it says, do you want to do it securely or the quick way, do it securely, which actually wipes the memory so it can't be recovered. And then if you're me, load it up with a couple MP3s, use it, on the airplane if you're traveling, or second player in Pokemon Go. I'm big on that. Although that could lead back to me because it has, my last known account in there, and then I'm actively logged into a Google account. But you can actually run a phone on Android without signing into an account, or just create a dummy account, and then you can use it for music player, maps, backup, whatever. But I've got an LG Stylo too. Absolute piece of garbage, worth about $15, and I think the cracked screen takes off about $25, so it's worth about negative $10. But the battery works, so I got my whole music library on it. It is what it is. Plus some ripped DVDs I got. Obviously I have a license too. So wonderful travel accessory to just have. And then if somebody wants your phone, the outside's got wear on it, like the case. It has a case. Screen's got a crack. Looks like a phone to me. Now, the one thing is, this is where I draw the line. Because I know a lot of people, especially John from ASP, has said, I would draw the line of compliance. Like, they got the drop on me. There's 6 people. They all got guns. I'm not even going to draw my gun. Whatever. I'm going to comply. He draws the line at, we're taking you to another location, or we're taking your car with your kids in it, or we're taking your kids. Then he said, I don't care how many people there are. I'll try and distract them or point at some pretend cops that are coming. And once they all look, it's a gunfight. I don't care. Just gonna do the best you can in that scenario. So for me, when it comes to mugging, okay, you can have my $3 fake wallet and the $4 in it, and a fake business card that says Sharpied on the back of it. If I find you, you're dead. Enjoy your worthless fake wallet. That one's tucked into the inner sleeve. Yeah, they can have that. You want my crappy phone? Good. Now I don't have to recycle it. There, go run off with your nothing and continue to make nothing. Can't wait till you get arrested. Where I draw the line is now they want to pat me down. They're not good enough with my wallet. They want to pat me down. They're not good enough with my wallet and my phone. They want to pat me down. Or, they'll usually, if it's a sweep or whatever, they'll check real quick. Oh, what do you got? Any jewelry, any rings, any, a necklace, watch, and that's good enough. If they start patting down my pockets and stuff and they're like, oh, look, another wallet, another phone, well, I'm going to be in trouble. They're going to be incredibly angry. But let's just say if they want to get close enough to be patting down my waist to see if I have a weapon or see if I got anything else on me, their eyes, their throat, and their groin are about to be in a world of hurt. They'll be lucky if they're alive in 10 seconds. Okay, that's where I draw the line, because then I'm really about to be in trouble. And they just made a mistake, and they got close enough too. They're within the reactionary gap in that, they can't react quick enough to a punch coming to their larynx. So learn that, and two, just know, what could happen. What happened in these 100 video examples that I watched. What could they do? Could they still take a shot at me? Could they still chase me? Could they get mad that I, appeared to throw the wallet? Could they be mentally deranged and think that I'm an alien person? Could they crack open the wallet and immediately say, oh, there's $3 in it. I think this is a Decoy wallet. My guess would be no. But just have these scenarios in your head so that you can just go there. You can resort to your training if this happens to you. But like I said, pretty much if the wallet hits the ground, instead of just, I handed it to you hand to hand, you're close enough to grab it from me and I complied really quickly, they're going to be like, oh, look around, what else you got? I guarantee you. Especially in places or with certain criminals that know that a smartphone is potentially more money if they've got a fence that can handle that. So it's not a bad idea to have a Decoy phone too, and know the signs and the timing and the furtive glances and stuff that indicate that it's going to be something longer than just a quick run up grab. I've even seen in Brazil, they'll just rob 3 people dining outdoors with, a couple people walking around on the sidewalk 1,000 feet away. So we're talking seconds here, and they ain't going to sit there for 30 seconds because somebody will call the cops and they'll be right around the corner. Maybe. If you're going to do these every day for a year, criminals are dumb, but they're not that dumb. So just have the different ways of reading people and watching the signs and watching for, what to watch for. And then I would say try the wallet on the ground trick. And if they've got lethal force on you, if it's not a knife or if it's a gun, but they stowed it back in, okay, whatever. Take the wallet and run. You got what you wanted. Get out of here. Unless they try something else. But if they've got a gun, they're waving around, like I said, their fingers inside the trigger guard, then they made their choice. They're threatening my life. They're actually factually, in my moral opinion, aside from the law, threatening my safety to the point where I need to get rid of them. I need to make the threat go away because I'm not getting shot today, you know what I mean? So just have your course of action, your acceptable terms in your head. If you're like, I'm absolutely not going to shoot someone, but I'll at least try this. Or anybody with any weapon, I'm not going to take the risk that they're, mentally unstable or whatever. They come up with a weapon. The second the decoy wallet hits the ground, if they don't run away, I'm shooting them anyway. I mean, if that's you, that's I would not agree with that, but everybody's got their own level of safety and level of risk that they're willing to live with. And I live in a not great area, so maybe mine's just, I'm kind of numb to it and have a little higher tolerance. And it all depends upon if you're alone, if people are with you, if your kids are with you, any of that kind of stuff. I mean, and in case you didn't catch it earlier, a little bonus tip, don't wear jewelry in public, especially when you're traveling. But hey, for more safety tips, I got general daily safety. I think I got some car safety in a video. I got that. And then we got all kinds of educational content on this channel, so check out what I got. And subscribe. It seems like, I think I gained like 1,000 subs in the last 90 days. It's like double the size of my channel. That's wild. Except my main channel is 50,000, but it's still pretty wild. And I do want this one to grow because honestly, just a slightly bigger ad revenue and ad budget, I'm going to start getting some wild gear in and just doing unsponsored reviews and, being able to like travel more and pay for like props and stuff. Man, it's going to get even better. Especially, I think tomorrow, if it's not too cold, I'm going to be filming, do waterproof and windproof matches actually work in the real world? We've seen people in an indoor studio in Los Angeles strike them, put them in water, they keep burning, they take them out. And it's like, wow, well, okay, what if I drop them in the snow and mud, and can they actually light a fire? And we're going to really try them. I got some dirt cheap ghetto brand ones, too, from Walmart. So watch for that. It's going to be wild. So thanks for watching. Go build your Decoy wallet and get a Decoy phone, and I'll see you guys next time.